For years, we've all been promised this true AI personal assistant, right? Something straight out of the movies like Jarvis. But what we actually got were, these chatbots kind of stuck inside a browser tab. Well, something new is here, and it is messy, it's chaotic, it has literally changed its name 3 times in just a few days, and it might just be the thing we've all been waiting for. So let's get into it.
This one sentence from a user, it just perfectly sums up the whole vibe around this new tech. It's that feeling, that jolt of crossing some invisible line. We've officially moved from AI that can suggest things to an AI that can actually go out and do them. And believe me, that's not just an upgrade, it is a whole new ballgame. So what is this tool that's got everybody talking? To really get it, you just have to focus on its core mission. And really, it's right there in the name. It's the AI that actually does things.
Say hello to OpenClaw. Now, you might have heard of it as Clawbot or maybe Multibot, and yeah, the name changes are a whole story on their own. But here's what you really need to know. It's open source, which means it's built by a massive community. It's self-hosted, so it runs on your own computer, your own hardware. And this is the big one. It has total access to your digital life to go out and execute tasks. We're talking about the difference between asking for a summary of flights and just saying, book me a flight to Tokyo. And it just does it.
On the surface, how it works sounds pretty simple. You just message your assistant on an app you already use every day, like WhatsApp or Telegram. It then uses its deep access to your computer. We're talking your files, your browser, your apps, to figure out the context and what needs to be done. And then it just goes off and does it. 1 minute, it could be clearing out your inbox. The next, it's finding the absolute best price on a new laptop, or even something totally wild, like cloning itself onto a brand new server.
And this is the vision that has developers literally scrambling to buy up Mac Minis to run it on. People are calling it a 24/7 Jarvis. And you can see why. Unlike other chatbots, it has persistent memory, so it actually remembers what you talked about last week. It's proactive. It can message you first thing in the morning with a briefing before you've even had your coffee. It has full root-level computer access to do whatever it needs to do. And it's the same assistant with that same memory no matter which messaging app you're using.
But giving an AI the keys to your entire digital kingdom, well, as you can imagine, that comes with a pretty steep price. All of this incredible power is also an incredible, massive vulnerability. Yeah, this is the question that is on every single security expert's mind right now. When you give an AI assistant total shell access, read and write permissions to all your files, and the ability to just go out and browse the internet on your behalf, what could possibly go wrong? Turns out the answer is, well, pretty much everything. This quote from a security expert just absolutely nails the core problem here. For decades, literally decades, we have been building these digital walls inside our operating systems. Things like sandboxing and permission models, all to keep us safe. And the entire point, the whole value proposition of an agent like OpenClaw, is to just punch holes right through every single one of those walls. And what's so fascinating here is how every amazing feature is also a gigantic flaw. Full computer access? Well, that's also unauthenticated root access. The ability to execute any command? Yeah, that means it can install malware. Accessing your credentials to help you book a flight? It can also expose your entire identity. It is the definition of a double-edged sword.
Let's just put a number on it, 20. That is roughly how many years of hard work have gone into building the security boundaries that exist in our modern operating systems. And these new AI agents, by their very design, are built to just walk right past all of it. The walls are coming down, and it's by design.
Okay, so if this thing is so dangerous, why is it one of the fastest growing open source projects in history? Well, because this isn't just a piece of software. It is a chaotic, explosive, community-driven, and for some reason, a Lobster-themed movement. The timeline of its first few days is just bonkers. It launches as Clawbot and just immediately explodes online. A day later, lawyers from Anthropic send a letter, so it has to become Multibot. By the 3rd day, it's already hit 60,000 stars on GitHub. That's a speed that is almost unheard of. And now, as OpenClaw, it's already over 100,000. This is what viral exponential adoption really looks like.
And honestly, this is the best analogy I've heard for what's happening. People are calling this the Napster moment for AI. Remember Napster? The tech was kind of clunky, the legality was a complete disaster, but none of that mattered. It showed the entire world what was possible with file sharing, and it changed music forever. OpenAI is messy, it's risky, but it is showing the world what's possible with truly autonomous agentic AI.
And right when you think things couldn't possibly get any stranger, the community went and built this. Maltbook. It is, and I'm not kidding, a social network, kind of like Reddit, but it's for the AI agents themselves. AIs are logging on, they're forming their own little communities, and they're talking to each other. It's a sign that this whole thing is already evolving in ways that absolutely no one could have predicted.
So, what does this all mean? We've got this dangerous, incredibly powerful, community-built tool that's both exhilarating and, frankly, a little terrifying. What it means is that we are getting a raw, unfiltered look at the future of AI.
Right, so here's the crucial point. This kind of powerful agentic AI, it's coming, one way or another. OpenClaw isn't some polished, safe, corporate-approved final product. No, it is the accelerated preview. It is the Mad Max version of the future, with all the guardrails ripped off, showing us exactly what is just over the horizon.
And what a preview it is. First, it shows us there is this huge, pent-up demand for AI that can truly act for us. It also points to this wild future where AIs are collaborating with each other, like we're seeing on Maltbook. It absolutely screams about the urgent need to invent totally new security models for this new reality. And maybe, just maybe, the most important thing it shows us is that the disruptive future of AI, it's being built right now, out in the open, by communities like this one.
So make no mistake, for all its risks, for all its raw edges, this is it. This is that messy, powerful, incredibly disruptive AI future we've all been reading about for years. It's not a theoretical concept anymore. It's here. It's running on a Mac Mini in someone's living room right now. The only real question left is, are we ready for it?